Well, hello and welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video I've bought a new toy. So here I'm going to unbox it. Use the wife's pink knife. I'm filming this in the back garden because otherwise you're going to have my children in the background. Hopefully you can see that okay. I have bought a DJI Mini 4 Pro drone. Let's put that to one side for a second. Obviously I've still got my Mini 4K. I'm going to keep the Mini 4K as well, so I've got two. Because I'm teaching my 13-year-old how to fly, so I'm going to open this. We've got a security sticker on the back. There we go. Sorry about the running water in the background. That is my pond. Oh, comes with a nice DJI shoulder bag, which if you pull this you will undo that. Not too sure what that bit's for, but there's nothing in that bit. Let's excuse my little one calling me through the window, if you can hear him on the mic. You've got the controller. You've got a charging dock, 2 batteries in there. And the drone itself. Let's see how this one opens. Apparently it comes with an intelligent battery which lasts a bit longer than the normal ones, so trying to work out how to Let's and there's the drone itself. Now I just got a, oh, I see. It's not the same as my Mini 4K. That's the intelligent battery that goes in there. So yeah, we're gonna take that out for a fly when I've charged the batteries and set it all up and the controller and stuff. So yeah, I'll be back shortly to fly. I've actually been looking through the case. You've got the instruction manual, and then it comes with all the screwdriver, spare propellers, USB cables, yeah, all sorts. I just thought I'd quickly give that a quick update. Put all that back in there. So yeah, I thought I'd buy the Flymore combo with it. So yeah, I'll be back shortly when I'm set up and ready to fly. Well, now outside with the drone. Only just taken it out of the case, so I haven't actually turned it on yet. I wanted to do a size comparison between the Mini 4 Pro and my Mini 4K. Quite a bit of a, if I turn it the other way around, quite a bit of difference in the size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test how loud each drone is. So yeah, I'll test how loud each drone is when when they take off and stuff. And I'll do a flight with the Mini 4 Pro, and then I'll do the same flight with the Mini 4K, and sort of put the video one after the other, clip after clip. Just to compare it. Yeah, just to compare it really. I've got to be careful here because there's some power lines behind me, but I won't be flying over that direction anyway because the sun's up there and I won't be able to see the drone because it'll be in my eyes. So I am going to be flying in the direction from where I'm sitting, sort of behind me. So I'm going to set the Mini 4 Pro up, fly that, and then we'll do the Mini 4K. now got the Mini 4K out and set up, so listen to the sound of this one, it's definitely a lot louder.
Take off.
I don't know if the microphone's picking that up.
Home point updated.
Obviously I've only got a 2x zoom in 4K on this. I'm going to go and do a quick flight with this. I took it up to 63 metres. Definitely less quality. See where I am on there. I'm now going to bring it back to me. Let's press return to home. I've got the sun in my eyes. Oh, I see. Just got to take it 20 metres away.
Return to home.
Now it's coming back. Yeah, there it is, right above my head.
Landing.
It's going to manually help bring it down a bit faster because it's definitely not as yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as accurate as the 4 Pro, but returning to the same, you know, spot it took off from. Definitely a lot louder. So yeah, I'm quite liking the 4 Pro now. I still will be flying the Mini 4K, just not as often, because obviously the Mavic 4's come out, so the 4 Pro's was on an offer, so I managed to grab it at a decent price. Just quit the drone it. That's it. Yeah, so I managed to get it at a good price. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go just down the road a little bit and fly somewhere else. And then, yeah, we'll see where we can go from there. Yeah, so I'm going to have a wander down in a minute to the other location. Just packed all the stuff up ready. Just rolled a cigarette to walk with. So yeah, I'm going to walk down to the other location. And then I'm going to take the drone off and fly around down there. Just to give it another little test, because it's a bit more of an open space. Because the field's a lot bigger than this one. So yeah, I'll come back when I'm down there. I was just walking down to this location, It's a location I've been to with the Mini 4K quite a few times. Bumped into a dog walker who's told me a barn owl location, so I shall do it in a separate video and go over there with the camera and tripod set up and hopefully get barn owl. But yeah, so I'm just walking to this other location now. I'll check back when I get there. Well, I've now arrived at this location, and I don't know if they're picking it up on there, but I don't think I'm about to fly here until this evening, because there is a lot of red kites and gulls the other side of these trees flying around low. Let's move this annoying strap that I didn't even notice was in the way. Yeah, there's a load of red kites, and it's due to the dustbin lorries empty into the tip the other side of this fence here. So what I might do is try and get some shots of the red kites. Give it a little bit of time, see if they go. If they don't, then I'll come back this evening and fly later. Well, managed to get some shots of red kites, so I'll add them into the video, even though it's a drone video. I'll add the red kites in that are diving at this rubbish tip the other side of this fence here, and later on I'll come in the evening when it's sunset, because all the kites will be gone by then, and I'll show you where they were diving into the where the dustbin lorries empty all the household rubbish. Just got to pack my bag up, go home, have food. It should be near enough time for sunset by then, and I will come back out this evening. To get a nice evening flying the drone and get some sunset shots with the new drone. That's me all packed up. And some of the red kites have moved further over the field this way, but I'm just trying to organise myself. Sorry about all the yeah, I shall come back this evening, show you the rubbish tip where the red kites were diving. Hopefully you'll enjoy the red kite images I'm going to put up now, and I will see you in a bit for a sunset. Well, I've now arrived onto the location. I'm a little bit late for sunset, so I'm just going to have a quick flight around. While I went home, I've learnt that I can actually screen record from a controller, so I'm going to screen record from a controller, and the footage here I'll just put some music over, and then I'll be back once I've done the flight. Just want to quickly point out, this drone's actually got a light underneath it. So yeah, I'll be back once I've done the flight. Well, that is going to be the end of the video. Near the end there, I zoomed in on a person walking across the field, a child. That was one of my children. As you can probably see, he's running towards me now. See? You hear him shout, Dad? Just want to clarify that in case anyone thinks I'm a weirdo. It's definitely my child. So yeah. Anyway, please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.